What's up, y'all? Welcome to 40 City Podcast. We back. Got the whole crew back together, man. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, man?
What's up?
I might be the freshest nigga in here today.
Nah, I think Keenan got you, but I got the first kicks. You know what I'm saying? These straight out the box. I ain't never worn before.
It's something about that shirt that ain't really.
Hey, dog.
Something wrong.
Listen.
No, we not talking about that.
We can talk about it. Start off. Look, dog. They ain't win it. I'm good. I don't care what happened before that. Long as they didn't win it, I'm good. But that's besides the point today. We back. We got a new topic for y'all, man. We want to talk about music and how it's influencing our generation and our culture and the impact that it has on our lives and our life decisions. That was brought to us by my brother right here, Keenan. He wanted to talk about it. So, Ken, you want to get us started on how you feel about how the music impacts our lives and how, it makes maybe influence our decisions on, things we do, things we think, how we act.
For sure. I'm going to just get us started because I want to hear what everybody else got to say, too. I have so many different opinions about it.
One nigga come,
but chilling.
My bad.
Nah, you good. For starters, though, what's it called? The way your mind work when you sleeping. I can't even think of the word right now. Your subconscious mind. Yeah, that's.
I was supposed to say REM sleep. My bad.
I drew a blank for a second, but honestly, I don't think a lot of people understand how much of a impact your subconscious mind has on your whole mental state for real. I heard people say, like scientists say, that your subconscious mind is really like 80% of all of your thoughts are from your subconscious mind. And when it comes to a lot of the music we listen to, especially me, bro, I love some trap, something with a whole bunch of bass. A lot of that music, even coming from a religious background, a lot of that music, like our father, me and you there for sure, all our parents don't really like that music and tell us not to listen to it. Some call it secular music and all this other stuff. But I had to kind of sit down and think about it sometimes as far as what am I listening to, as far as the same way what I eat going to affect my body and my performance or whatever I'm doing throughout the day. What am I feeding my brain as well? And a lot of that times I'm listening to like trap music with no substance that's just talking about killing people, murdering our own kind of the black kids or the black adults, and really just the whole like worship of money for real. That part really to me is just out of control. But how do y'all feel about as far as you had your subconscious mind, you just kind of hear this throughout the day? Has that ever kind of affected y'all in a way, like maybe even changed y'all mood sometime? Like for instance, I know like sometimes we want that to happen. Just to give you an example, before we go out to a football game, you're not gonna be me, Jordan, shout out our little brother Jordan. He'll listen to The Weeknd while he working out. Me, I gotta listen to some trap. I want to hear all that killing, murking nigga off, like stomping nigga on the curb. I need to hear all that while I'm in the gym working out before I do my set, before I come out for a game.
Damn.
God, did he say murk a
nigga off?
That's gonna be on my album, bro. First track, murk a nigga off. Nah, for real though, how do y'all feel about that? Because sometimes it can work out positive for y'all. Have y'all ever had it work out in a negative sense?
I think, according to Healthline.com, a study found that when people listen to sad music, it can cause negative feelings of profound grief. For sure. And also, it can release dopamines that give you feel good. It give you feel good emotions if you listen to positive upbeat music.
When y'all down bad, y'all listen to like slow music, like sad, not sad music, but just like some Drake type. I be doing it sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. It helped, low key.
You mean like when you fall out with your shorty or something like that? Or
it could be that. It could be if you just ain't feeling good. Like I remember when I was down bad, I was playing some 2014 Forest Hill Drive type, and that like helped me like kind of get myself together. Like you know what I'm saying?
Like
that type of yeah.
Dog, I'm the opposite, bro. I don't even like heavy metal, but if I'm sad, I'll put heavy metal on. I'll be sitting in my room just listen to somebody yell at me, son. I'm dead serious, bro. Really? I don't know why I'm so serious. Like I be in my room. I don't even know what it do, bro. I be want to hear. I don't be want to hear nothing else. I just be having some like I can't name one heavy metal artist. I just go to Apple Music, type it in, and just cut it on, sit in the dark, and just being at this.
I need to do that though. I need to do that
Heavy metal
because I never play heavy metal on my phone.
Yeah, sometimes I work out to it too, bro. Like I just be in the gym. Like if I'm having a bad workout, I need a kick. I'm like, bro, let me switch to heavy metal real quick.
You heard about classical music too, like help people study better and remember more. Like it's studies behind it.
Real weird thing though. I know it's dogs, but when my dog's too like anxious or too excited, like I did the other day, I put classical music on and like Queen go to sleep in like 4 or 5 minutes, bro. Like she can be like so anxious, I cut it on and she'll just sit down, like slowly just start sitting down. Damn. Both of them just start like chilling, going to sleep. And for football games, I used to listen to classical music because like my first game, I got over excited, I got too hyped, and like first drive, I'm tired. It's like I played the whole game. Yeah. I was on the sideline hyperventilating, everything. Yeah. But before the game, this is back in the day, so I'm listening to Waka, Gucci Man. Before the game, I'm over there like just before the game, running around, like trying to start a fight with the other team. Then first kickoff come up.
Yeah.
Gas, bro.
Adrenaline.
I was gonna say, I think listening to super upbeat music while you're working out, say you jogging or something, I think that can affect your breathing. I think it'd be better to listen to more chill, like throw some Sade on and just jog. Okay, focus on your breathing.
Low key, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I listen to E.T. I hear somebody talk to me, I kind of like, I'm focusing on him talking, so I ain't even worried about like how tired
I forgot that was Eric Thomas.
Oh, you I was talking about the movie.
At first I was trying to figure out who he was talking about too, but now
I'm like, that's an app, nigga.
Yeah, I started getting like that too. Like sometimes I want to hear like something motivational while I'm working out. Or like especially like E.T. like, you know what I'm saying, he gonna challenge your manhood
every time.
You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I would say it depending on what we talking about. But like, so in your subconscious though, you saying like you be hearing about murking nigga though, but when you get up, you're not gonna really gonna go murking nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I just feel like it's some truth to it, but at the same time, like it's in your subconscious, but we sane people. I feel like you take a psychopath to listen to a song and be like, you know what, 21 Savage was right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go shoot this nigga or something like that. You feel me? But
think of it in a sense as far as okay, you got two people live the exact same life, like they basically twins that never met. Everything is the same so far. They're not violent people. But one of them always listens to trap, like 24/7. I'm not bashing trap because I love trap.
Me too.
But they listen to that 24/7. The other one only listens to like more R&B, like classical stuff. Never even heard of trap. And a situation happens where they get upset. They get very 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 angry. The way I think the one that that's been listening to trap, he's gonna at least have more violent thoughts, or he's gonna think about doing more violent actions. But I'm not saying that he's gonna act on those thoughts, but it's gonna come across his mind because those lyrics that play over and over again in your head, they're gonna turn into thoughts at some point. And then you got the person that only listens to like R&B. Songs about love and all this stuff. That person might be the one that actually slapped the shit out of somebody rather than the other one. But what I'm saying is you're just introduced to more thoughts and stuff. In the same way like positive affirmations work, when like sometimes for some people like they get up in the morning, they say things like I'm great, I'm gonna be great today, I have an amazing family, just like things to get your day started, just saying things positive like that. That's the same, like that you're saying that, but also at the same time throughout the day you're listening to stuff about like hoes and money and like shooting people, things like that. That's coming in your ears too. So you can't sit here and think that, okay, when I tell myself one thing, I'm gonna believe that at the same time you just got all this other like negative influences in music and lyrics coming into your head. You can't just sit here and think that when those thoughts or those words come in your head, that's just going straight in the garbage can in one ear out the other. Like, bro, your brain is hearing all of that.
Soaking it up.
It's soaking up all that. And it might not come out in actions all the time, but over time, slowly, like, you're going to have more and more negative thoughts. Well, I won't say more negative thoughts, but it's gonna be prevalent. You know, like that's all I'm really saying. I'm not saying that it's just gonna make people go out here and be serial killers because they listen to like Walker and stuff. Because if that's the case, we wouldn't even be doing this podcast. We'd be doing this podcast in the penitentiary somewhere. Cause
So you think like listening to music like that affect like somebody might have a quicker temper?
I can't say that. I mean, it could, but really, I'm just saying that the more that, like, if you listen to, so it's music, and also the same way if you hang around people that are just negative all day and they put negative thoughts in your head, when you go home and you got a goal you want to reach, you might just be like, I can't reach that goal, or you're not gonna believe in yourself as much. And the reason why is because all you've been hearing all day from your friends and your family is you're not good enough or you're not gonna be able to do that. You gotta take the same thing that people say in conversations. It's the same in music. Like it's not really conversation, but it's lyrics and it's words and it's meanings behind these words, and that's just coming into your brain like day after day.
So I think it's interesting what you brought up because I seen a quote from 21 Savage where he was talking about what he does as a rap artist, and he said that people should treat rappers. He should be treated like he's Denzel. So do you think
like,
that
so that
like he's not? So when people, you know how people like y'all remember the famous clip of the dude defending Chief Keef?
Yeah.
They saying he not about that.
R.I.P.
Laying around him. Oh, he died?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know, bro. Rest in peace. I'm sorry. But what I'm saying is, like, people feed into, like, say their favorite rapper. They like, oh, yeah, they hang on to every word they say, and they're like, oh, that's what they're really doing on a day-to-day basis.
Right, yeah.
But 21 Savage saying, like, oh, I'm Denzel. Like, I'm just painting a picture for you, whether it be fiction or non. So you saying that's how, if you are going to listen to that music, you think listeners should view it that way they don't try to reenact that stuff or whatever.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, if the only way you gotta be able like to depict the ones that are actually rapping what they live, but I mean, who can really do that? None of us are
Around
with these artists, and of course, you might, especially like people go on YouTube and look up stuff like YoungBoy and stuff. It's a video, like they want you to see them doing that, but you're not gonna see them every moment of the day and see if they really act like that. And I'm not saying any of these artists ain't really about it. I'll let other artists rap about that. They'll tell you themselves that some other artists ain't really what they live in. But especially like the younger generation, like kids in high school and middle school now, that's all they hearing, and they like just throwing up the gang signs, wanting to wear the same clothes. And of course, I'm guilty of doing that too. Like when I was in like high school and stuff, but I don't know. It's just like now that I see like exactly what's going on, seeing how that's influencing the younger generation.
You can compartmentalize.
Yeah, basically.
But that's what I think. Like, I feel like a young mind is impressionable, and when you put in music like that, I mean, a kid not gonna know like, oh, 21 Savage ain't going around shooting people.
Right.
Like,
really
he just, yeah, for sure. But the one thing I wanted to bring up to you guys was I seen Jay-Z and Meek was trying to get this act in effect to where the courts couldn't use rappers' lyrics against them in court. So like, say they get convicted of something, you can't pull up. I mean, a lawyer can't pull up a sheet and be like, "Well, you said in this song," you know what I'm saying?
Bobby Smurder would have been good.
Dude, what do y'all think about that?
If they pull it off and they actually move forward with it, it's gonna be some crazy lyrics coming pretty soon.
I know you seen that song. Was a dude rapping to that Fantasia beat about murking somebody. He was like murking. He was like at the dude gravesite and all that. Like rapping about how, bro, yeah, niggas doing some wild shit.
I'm glad y'all kind of brought that because it's time to the point I want to make. I think it's like a combination of things. So I think you can listen to a song and yeah, it might be your self-conscious, but you don't have that. You don't have that like life experience. Like you ain't a product of that environment. Because some people, they really live their life, or they really in these projects. They really grew up around these gangs. Really grew up in the streets. Really grew up with people, seeing people sell drugs. Their family sell drugs. Their family members get shot. So I think it's more so it affects black people or people of color that grow up in oppression than it do like because rap music is like one of the most popular genres in the world. It might be number one now. So somebody can fact check me on that. So like you got a lot of white kids. Look at these concerts. We got a bunch of white kids out here at these concerts. Yeah. None of them ain't out here in these streets to go and do that. And they listen to a lot of this music more than even we do it just as much.
Right.
So what I'm saying is like they hear it, they not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But you got the people like. You know what I'm saying? People grow up in Southside Chicago. They see it every day. They listen to it. So when they ride around about to do it, they listening to it. Right. So I think I would like to see a study where, you know what I'm saying, they test it out on people that grow up, you know, in the projects. People grow up in the streets. And you got people that maybe grow up in the suburbs. I feel like when they put in these pressure situations, you know who going to really pull the trigger and who not. Because all of us know people that were stand-up guys in high school. Man, might have went to college and dropped out and just one day woke up and decided to be gangster.
Right.
And you all know when you go home, like, bruh, I'll walk up and smack you and you won't do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just got into it. I told you about the other night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you not like that.
That nigga can get slapped.
You're a stand-up. You're a stand-up nigga. Like,
and if you watching, what's
right,
good?
Right. You a stand-up nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, so come on now. Like,
Come on, man.
Gonna leave you hanging.
But yeah, but that's my point. I feel like it's a combination of things. I feel like, you know, it's your upbringing, what you've been around, what you've seen, what you've done, and then also too what you listen to. So I feel like all that when combined together, you get the right mixture. Then, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that's the key, that's the ingredients to some of these people, the young kids going out here doing things. But you do have some people that fall through the cracks that might came from a good household who just also hear the music and like think it go back to the social media, just want to fit in, just want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And they might, you know,
right.
So come out here.
You said like fall through the cracks. One thing that I've been seeing, I feel like that crack is becoming like more of just a space. Like it's more and more people that come from nice homes, nice neighborhoods, nice this, nice that, and just instead of like, of course, they parents be like they want them to go to college or they want them to do this and do that, go get a business and all this stuff, and for whatever reason, which I can't grasp. Like, that kid just want to go hang out with, like, some niggas that are actually in the street. And that nigga's not built for that or not built on that.
I think maybe because they love the music, they want to find a way to connect to that music.
And see for themselves. Like, they want to see if it's, you know, is it. Because sometimes you got to realize, like, we be listening to trap music and like, gangster music, bro, and you listen to it. Sometimes we just be vibing with the flow and the beat. But what they really be saying be some crazy, you know what I'm saying, some crazy ish, bro. And like,
bro, I was listening to Kodak, Sink My Ship. That's my shit off his new album. And then he just like it's just a random lyric. He was like, all I think about is killing people. All I think about is being evil. And then I'm like, the rest of the song, I'm just like listening to the lyrics good. Then all of a sudden I heard that. I'm just like, that don't even fit with the rest of the song. Like, why is that shit even in there? Like, clean.
Speaking of new albums, which Kendrick Lamar came out and said that he's dropping.
Real quick before you go into that though, so do y'all think positive music has a positive, and like J. Cole or music we can actually relate to for people that's not sure? Do y'all think it has a good?
Oh, sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
No doubt. Love Yours. If you feeling ungrateful, you gotta bump that.
Yeah,
that's
really a great one.
Cause you know your boy be down sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes you need that.
For real. Definitely J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? He shoot songs about love, you know what I'm saying? What Cole say, niggas don't make music about love no more. You know what I'm saying? Songs about love sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying? You're going through a little emotional stint with whoever you're talking to or sometimes, you know. Yeah, so I can definitely feel like both sides of what you were saying. But my bad, Pat, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I had two more things before we jump into that. That's cool.
Okay. According to Audio Captain, hip hop is the second most popular genre.
What's number one?
Yeah,
country.
My bad. It better not be no country.
What's number one?
I mean, it's still ahead of rock, K-pop.
What's number one?
All that stuff.
Gotta be country.
Pop.
Okay, I mean,
it's niggas doing pop though.
I know rappers be on pop.
Yeah, it's kind of starting.
What's an example of pop?
Like
The Weeknd's album.
or like Taylor Swift,
Bruno Mars.
Bruno
Yeah,
Mars.
Is Billie Eilish, is that pop?
Yeah, that's pop. Stuff like that.
Like, I don't even.
Hey, Billy, like
most
that,
of
you know
stuff
what I'm
that's
saying?
gets radio play.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fast.
Man, you
Justin
live
Bieber.
pop music. Yeah, Justin. Yeah.
What I was about to ask, do y'all know anything about like frequency and vibrations? I know you probably do because you make beats, and like I know somehow it's tied into like the frequency of the beat. Like it got to be like a certain, I don't know, for it to sound good. Mm-hmm. Do y'all know anything about like how frequencies and vibrations kind of affect your body? Like it's different frequencies for like I just got on YouTube and like I started put in a video. It's like 8 hours long. You can sleep to it. It'll say like I want to say like it's 432 HZs. What is that, hertz? I don't know.
It hurts.
But so 432 hertz. I think that one is for like relaxation, deep sleep. Then you have it's a whole bunch of them. It's for different things. Some of them are for relaxation. Some of them are for what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a rehabilitation, like DNA repair. It's all these different vibrations and frequencies that can affect your body in different ways. I know Kanye talked about it one time in an interview about like different vibrations, and he didn't go into detail, but he definitely hit it on some of the vibrations in some of these like trap and other music, and just how some of it can be very positive. It's also like vibrations and frequencies that aren't good for us, and that's also in some music. But I don't know. I listened to one of them while I was asleep. Like while I don't know if I was really listening to it, but it played in the background. And next morning, I don't know. I felt like a little bit more energetic. I can't really say it was because of that. It might have been because I just went to bed a little bit earlier. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking into it and seeing if it really affects my body and stuff. But that's definitely something to think about. Y'all ever heard anything about that? It's the first time.
I've heard about it. I want to do more research into it. I think it's really interesting.
For sure.
Janae Aiko, she do it a lot. Like her music.
Oh yeah.
Is more for like rehabilitation. I think just like being one with yourself and just kind of like relaxing for real. I done seen like little documentaries where she be I don't know what it's called, like the little big ass bowl and they be using the joint. Mm-hmm. She big vibes.
If you listen to Janae Aiko, you're toxic. Very
I mean,
toxic.
I listen to Janae Aiko.
Toxic.
I mean, hey,
She can sing. Boy.
She can sing. She sang me to sleep.
All right, my other question. Was you about to
I
say?
ain't even answer. You know
My fault.
But I was gonna say,
Anyway, so no.
and I mean, I did some reading on it. Obviously, I had to understand what certain frequencies was to make beats because you don't want certain things clashing. Mm-hmm. I think it's some truth to it, but I think some people like really like making it more than what it is. Like, cause I watched a little something on it talking about with the 808s, it make you mad and stuff in this, in the songs, they play with your mood. I mean, I don't know. We went to J. Cole concert the whole time.
I was gonna say Cole.
He got 808s in all his songs, and we were happy as can be. You know what I'm saying?
Lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's true to it at the same time, but I feel like some people like kind of stretching the truth and they're trying to make it more than what it is.
They don't have no facts.
Yeah, they don't have no facts. They just, people just get on there and start talking and then running with it.
And they rap.
Exactly, bro. But like it's definitely some studies that go behind it. I know it's a thing with the sounds that water makes, the vibration that water makes, and it relaxes you, calms you down, stuff like that. That's why we like when it rain, people like to sleep to rain.
Every
You
night.
seen it was like water coming from like a faucet or something, and they changed to a certain frequency, and it changed the way the water drops to like it made some type of nice spiral. I had to show you on YouTube. It's just a whole bunch of stuff I didn't know like frequency could do. I guess it was playing with like the water molecule.
Yeah, stuff like I believe, man, stuff like, but I don't believe like if you know what I'm saying, you can change to a certain frequency and make niggas start like tripping out. You know what I'm saying? Like
this might sound crazy. I understand what you're saying, but we made out of water too. Like with like 70%. I'm not saying if you change the frequency, we about to just start.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it could. Like, of course, there ain't no facts behind this, but it affects something. Yeah. Like, I'd be wrong if I just sat here and said that frequency like don't affect us at all. But how much? Like, I guess that's
to be determined.
Yeah,
that's to be determined.
What was your second question?
Okay, so
I thought you about to say something crazy.
I am, because I love conspiracy theories and shit. Hey, real quick. Remember, me and Keon used to watch some of these videos, and bro, I used to be about terrified when I would go home after that. We'll watch like videos about
the Illuminati and stuff.
Yeah, Illuminati and stuff, and like I remember it was one song like you play it backwards, like, and now I think about it, I'm like, bro, how easy is it to just put the song in reverse and put a caption with words that you want to scare.
That's what niggas do.
Yeah, so I was just like, bro. Back then, of course, we not thinking about that. Niggas are just shook. But all right, so fast forward to now, like to this day, we still hear like in like artists we like, they talk about other artists like selling their souls and how like the industry is and everything like that. Like, do y'all believe into that, anything about that, or y'all just think that's just?
I used to, bro. I really used to. But J. Cole, kind of like we talking about J. Cole a minute, he basically said something about what do a billion dollar white man want to do with a millionaire black guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? I really just feel like it is maybe a world order or something like that, but I don't think they like go after like rappers and stuff like that to get in the Illuminati. I just think niggas talented and they get a fan base and they blow up, and you know.
I feel like it's an analogy for real. Like you sell your soul. Like somebody might sign to a company or something, and they don't have no good intention for you, but you just are ready to get into it and make music. So now, like, you become this person that you really don't want to be.
A gimmick.
You a gimmick. You a puppet for real. So it's like you really don't have no like true soul no more. Like we in control of what you're doing. Agree with that, you can make 1 million songs. We only gonna let you release this amount at this time. Like. So I feel like that's what they mean, but I don't get too deep into like the spiritual.
That's what I think. Yeah,
I don't think it's that crazy.
You don't think it's as literal?
Yeah.
I don't think people be having a meeting with their little cloaks on and be like, all right, we wanna summon Drake.
Right.
We gonna sign him, make him the biggest star in the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they be doing that.
Where I be seeing stuff like it be on Instagram too. Like if you go to the comments, like when Kobe died, they were saying LeBron sacrificed Kobe. I was like, all right, bro, that's you. You ain't even stretch it. You just ripped everything. Like that joint don't even make.
But that's the sad part is people see it and just run with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's people out there that believe that to this day. Just like people believe the earth flat because somebody said.
Yeah,
That's
another
like,
thing.
Damn, Keon, I heard you was that nigga. I'm like, damn, who telling y'all that? Like, crazy.
But that's we should talk about that with social media, like how you can literally just say anything you want to on the internet. Yeah. And people can believe it, and almost everything that has truth to it, there's gonna be something about a lie. Like, and it's up to really, like, you got 10-year-olds with phones now. They can just look at their phone and Google any and everything, and what they Googling might be true or it might be a lie, and it's up to that 10-year-old and their brain to kind of figure that out. That's very unfair to them.
Scary.
But yeah, for real.
K-Dot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's talk about the new album coming up. Pat, go ahead. You was bringing us in. Go ahead.
Oklahoma.com is where he released this statement. It says, Los Angeles, California, April 18, 2022. The following statement was released today by Oklahoma through his company PG Lang at 11 a.m. PT in Los Angeles, California. Album title, Mr.Morale and the Big Steppers. Release date, 5/13/2022. All factual information for this release will come directly from this source only. Appreciate your patience. 5-year patience.
5 years. I'm glad you put that in there.
5 years?
It's been 5 years.
5 years since then.
He gonna have to prove something, bro.
My first question to y'all: would y'all rather an artist drop every year, whether inspired or not, or would you rather him wait till he has inspiration and drop? Like, how do y'all?
For me, it depends on the artist. Like, Future drop every year, my nigga.
Come on.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need Future needs to drop every year. 21 Savage drop every year. Gunna drop. But like Drake, the Cole, the Kendrick, take y'all time, make these masterpieces, the classics that we gonna play till we die, till we leave this earth.
Y'all don't want Drake or Cole once a year?
Nah.
Maybe every two. You know what I'm saying?
I
wish
Drake would slow down a little bit.
More life was rushed.
But what if, all right, so what if you wait 2 years and he drops something and it ain't, even if it inspired him to drop it, it ain't what you want it to be?
Roddy Ricch.
Yeah, he's
But yeah, Drake. Yeah, I mean,
it's no way Drake could wait 3 years to drop an album and it be bad.
Yeah,
there's no way. It's a classic. If he takes 3 years to work on the album,
but how much music would we miss out on in our lifetime?
He can do features. He can do features, but his personal album. Take your time, craft it, make it exactly how you want it.
Imagine if he just dropped Take Care, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and then Scorpion. Those are 3 classic albums. I mean, they're not that far spread apart.
Yeah, so he has some like okay albums in between. That's what I guess is what you're saying.
Yeah,
well, I feel like he rushed it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Views is a classic. But
I like Views too.
I'm just picking 3 random ones. That was pretty well spaced out.
Bro, I kind of get what you saying in a sense where like I can't put it in the words exactly, but he's just around, or he's too like prevalent. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but we don't get a break from him.
He's too present.
And it's like imagine if we did get a gap from him, we'd be like, we'll start listening to his old music and some of his old songs that a lot of people don't really listen to or overlook. People gonna go back to those albums and be like, bro, I ain't hear this. This song actually great, because I did that with J. Cole. It's like it's that one song with Saint Tropez.
Bro, I love that song.
Bro, like I overlooked the hell out of that song.
With Skippy.
Yeah, facts. But you can't really appreciate sometimes an artist unless they have a little gap in their music. Or I think that's why I do like J. Cole. He take time. He gonna disappear for a little bit. He gonna let you like listen to the album. It's gonna take a while for another one to come out. I think Kendrick pushed it far with this one. But Damn was that good. Like he don't agree, but I agree. Like
I still listen to Damn once a week at least.
Bro, I'm telling you that. Yeah.
I mean,
look at this man.
What's your least favorite song, and explain why, please?
Oh, Damn.
Yeah.
Either Yah. Bro, I hate that song too. He got Rihanna, and I love Rihanna, bro.
Loyalty?
I hate that song.
It ain't my favorite.
He don't even talk like
but
that.
like it's
He don't even talk like that. I ain't like. He don't even sound like that.
Bro, you can't hate. You hate it, like.
Bro, when that song to come on the radio, I cut the radio off so quick, huh? I hate that song.
so
and
you just don't like his voice.
Nah, it ain't that. I like.
On that song.
Damn was a good album, but I feel like people.
That's not good enough.
I feel like people overrated it though, but like it's this classic gem. It's not. Good Kid, Mad City is way better than Damn, in my opinion. It's way better than Damn, like top to bottom.
And this a promotion little clip right here. Say it again.
Good Kid, Mad City is way better than Damn. I'm gonna tell you that. Pimp Butterfly better than Damn.
And he's a damn liar.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. See? That's a great ass album.
So Pimp a Butterfly?
Yes, bro.
Better than Damn?
I think so.
It's close.
I think so.
What's some of the songs on that one?
But To Pimp a Butterfly, literally probably my favorite album all time, any genre.
That's a good album, bro. Go back and just listen to it, like Pimp Butterfly, bro. Go back and listen.
I'm challenge, but he ain't gonna do that with Damn.
He's not gonna listen to it.
Nah, but he giving it
I listen to Damn, bro. Like, I think I got some downloads off Damn. I don't know why I like Blood with the first song. I ain't even the song. I don't know. It's just a little eerie little thing.
Yeah, I love that.
I like that. DNA trash. That was just one of them radio. That was just one of them little radio things that people ran with. You know
everybody got to make a little radio hit.
I like the second part, the end of DNA, but the whole, come on, man, that don't boo.
You gotta be. Do you like Duckworth?
Yeah, that was kind of that was dope. I like how he.
How many songs on the album? 14?
Like 14, 15, something like that.
I think 12.
Oh, it is.
No, it might be 14.
Out of 14, how many on there?
I think I might got 6, bro. Pride got that Element.
He might have cut this off, bro. He might get drunk.
Duckworth.
I'm gonna challenge y'all though. Give me 3 of your favorite Kendrick songs.
My favorite,
not off the album, all time.
Sing About Me.
Not in no order. Thank you.
That's a good
Thank
one.
you.
That
might be number 1 for
real. Sing About Me.
Money Trees is my favorite Kendrick song, bro.
That's up there.
Yeah. I don't know who that shorty was singing in the song, but I like your voice. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's Anna Wise.
But I look. I look. What's that part over? I rewind it back and start that part over. I be vibing to that.
She was vibing.
J Rock went off too though.
Yeah, he did.
Phil. I think that's gonna be in my top 3. It's not an everyday listen, but
hard to do top 3 of them.
Bro, I watched this episode on Spotify. It was this podcast called Dissect.
Shout out Dissect.
You heard it?
I heard of it before you.
Yeah.
That's what you told us to listen to.
Yeah. Y'all check that out, bro, because it was basically comparing Damn to the Book of Jonah in the Bible.
Uh-oh.
And it was just saying how closely Kendrick's like Odyssey in the album, like his travel, like basically all the topics he covers and how he goes through life, it mirrors Jonah in the Bible. It's crazy.
So you saying like he lost everything and then got gained it back? Now he's scared to lose it?
Nah, it was basically how, like, you know how God gave Jonah a mission, like this is what you got to do, but he really didn't want to do it, so he got caught up in the belly of the whale.
I'm on the wrong story then. I don't know what story I was talking about.
I didn't know it was Jonah, but I heard about the belly of the whale. I remember that.
Yeah, so it's basically like Kendrick put all those topics because those are his takes on certain things in life spiritually, and how he fights against those topics and how that affects him. That's why you got
I'm gonna look into that, bro. That's dope.
that's why you got the voicemail from his uncle and was like, we curse.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We curse because we try to run away from God's commandments until we come back to him. Will never be. Is it wicked or is it weakness?
Bro, that man's a mastermind. Bro.
Yeah,
He is.
that's why at the beginning of the album, does he die or does what happened?
He got smoked.
And how it ends is how it starts.
She came out with that guy.
It's up to you. It's up to you to decide.
Right.
Yo.
I think he got smoked.
I was.
That's why he said, "Are you gonna live or die?" Yeah.
Bro, when I hear that part, when I first heard it, bro, it give you like this little eerie feeling too. Like that jump was just dope.
Nah, that joint made me jump because I did not know he was about to get shot.
With that gunshot.
My boy ain't never heard a gunshot before. He ain't bother me. Nigga.
I heard some theory that blind woman is the justice system.
Yeah, I read that too.
The justice system.
Cause it's like some statue like in DC where the like lady of justice or whatever, she got a blindfold over her eyes, like or whatever, and that was like a symbolism for, you know what I'm saying, you know, justice people. It ain't for us, you know what I'm saying. They close their eyes.
How do you process? Like, as a human being, how do you sit here and like let me put it this way? Like let me go about my album this way.
I feel like I'm not saying everybody capable of that, but I feel like if you sit somewhere, I feel like these rappers like J. Cole and Kendrick, somebody really got something to say. Yeah. They go somewhere and get in deep thought, bro. Like they write their ideas out. And like I don't know about y'all, like I really like J. Cole might have had a like not a podcast, but interview like 2 years ago. He talking about meditating, bro. And I really started doing that joint, bro. Like at least once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, bro. And it's weird if you just get in complete silence, like get away from everything, bro. I like it a little like dim in the room. And just kind of sit there, even for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like the mind state you can get into, bro. Right. Like, I do it always before, like I'm writing my thesis right now. Before I start writing my thesis, like before I go back into it, I meditate, just get in deep thought. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like almost like you sleep, but you're not. And your mind kind of just going. So I kind of feel like they do that, bro. Like, cause there's no way you just be sitting there and you just write it. You know what I'm saying? Write that down. You know what I'm saying? Or freestyle that.
Do he write that his music on his albums?
I think so.
Then, oh my god.
Yeah, if he freestyling that, he an alien.
Ain't no way. Yeah.
He an alien if he freestyling that.
I mean, Wayne an alien at this point.
Wayne is an alien, bro.
Wayne
might be my GOAT, bro.
The fact that he got it, the fact that it take him 2 weeks to write a verse now, because he done said everything.
Did y'all just hear that in the microphone? I thought I was.
Fireman coming.
Hey, I don't know how much time we got, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If I'm right, I deserve to be rich. Like, and everybody listening gotta subscribe and like if I'm right about this. All right, so if you pay attention how J. Cole been hopping on hella features, like feature after feature, killing this shit, right? Kendrick album come out in May. All I'm saying is J. Cole might be on that album.
I don't think so, bro.
I'm just saying, it's wishful thinking, but I mean, we don't know. It's a possibility, but I'm definitely, as soon as it come out, I'm about to go scroll and see if it's a feature. So, like, I mean, hey, I ain't gonna get my hopes up, but I'm gonna be so happy if I see that.
At least a single.
I think Cole and Kendrick are pretty close friends, but I think they have a competitive edge about them.
I was about to bring that up because I wish Drake, Cole, and Kendrick all three would like make more songs together, bro. Like I get the competition part, but it can be like friendly banter. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
would it even be good though?
I mean,
the song?
Because I feel like
Drake and Kendrick had some songs.
J. Cole, Kendrick, like we gonna expect something crazy.
Yeah. I think it would be good.
It may not live up to the hype.
I mean, what Cole and Drake got a song together. I think "In the Morning" is a great song, and they got Jodeci Freestyle. I think that's a great song too. And then Kendrick and Drake got a song together, "Poetic Justice." And I think
they got one that never came out too. Like, you seen that YouTube video? They was rapping at like a high school.
Oh yeah, Cole, Kendrick and Cole. Yeah. John's fire,
that
bro.
shit.
You can't tell me them niggas.
I don't know where that was at, but I seen that.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Kendrick still had a fade.
Yeah.
But he snapped too.
So the song would pretty much have to be like an R&B type vibe or like a.
Well, it depends. Like if it's Kendrick and Cole, they just gonna be spitting. You know what I'm saying?
All three.
All three. I don't know.
What type of song?
Drake versatile though. Like he can hop on any.
But I don't know.
Oh nah, not in your opinion. That's true.
Drake versatile, bro. He can hop on
Cole
any.
versatile, but I don't. it's hard to see him.
Drake is probably the most
he got
versatile
a couple
artist.
Right.
like questionable, like that song with him and Moneybagg Yo,
Right.
and then he got one with like YG, like
That
the
YG
beat when that shit. I
Well,
was not fucking with that. At all,
Cole
bro.
bars are still there. The,
Yeah.
the beat
Bars
was
be there, it
just
just don't be hitting like you.
I'm like,
used
yeah,
to.
just
He
did
giving
favorites.
out. I mean, I tell y'all in the chat all the time. He giving out charity verses. And it's
How
no
he
disrespect. It's no disrespect to the artist, but it's like, Cole, why do you even? You don't even need to be. Like, it don't
Yeah.
make sense. Like,
Cole, if you see
don't
him,
what's
stop
say
doing
crazy?
that.
He was about
Yeah.
to be on the a song with YoungBoy. YoungBoy ain't come to the studio.
yeah, I
Thank
seen
God,
that.
boy.
I seen
I
that.
hate young boy.
Oh, well, that would have
Trash,
settled the
man.
debate. Who's that dude y'all be bringing up all the time? That
Uh,
think NBA YoungBoy is better than
Oh,
Cole?
that's one of my boys in the group chat, man. That nigga Tariq,
Better than
bro.
Cole, he said?
he think Tariq. I mean, he think NBA YoungBoy is better than J. Cole. My nigga Lil T, same way. They be saying YoungBoy better than Cole, bro.
One thing I'll say, art is very subjective. If
Right.
you take 100 people and we look at a painting, some people's gonna love it, some people's gonna like it, some people might think, oh,
Or
it's
just not
alright.
care, yeah.
Yeah, some people might dislike it or they're gonna hate it. It's gonna be somewhere from strong emotion, from negative to positive. So, I mean, if you think, me personally, I'm not a young boy fan.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but
I can't
So
stand
there's
that
a
nigga.
handful. I can count on one hand how many songs I listen to.
He smoked cigarettes and he had makeup on his face.
I mean, J. Cole had makeup on his face too when he took them GQ cover.
I don't mind.
I'm
it.
just playing, bro.
That's the type of stuff they say though.
I don't care what he wearing if the lyrics, but I think it depends on what you're talking about. Because if we just talking about rapping,
It's not even.
you
close,
don't have
bro.
to be a fan of either to know.
I'm talking about
Right.
bars,
Yeah.
bro. I be asking, you know, I used to do this all the time, bro. Give me a hot bar, that nigga said. Can't no fan ever come to me and say NBA young boy had a hot bar, bro. He said this. You gonna be like, all right, get out of here, bro. Like,
He can make some heartfelt songs. I say that I ain't gonna cap. Like I be riding with somebody sometime, and next thing I know, I'm looking out the window like bobbing my head and shit. And it's a young boy, and I'm be like, man, hell no.
you know what? When I really started hating this nigga, when he did that Dirty Diana song with that Michael Jackson, beat.
And they try to
Dog.
say it was hard.
And they said it was better than Michael Jackson.
Nah, they ain't.
I swear to God,
They
bro.
didn't say that.
I swear to God, bro.
Who said it?
They didn't stop playing.
Go to that video right now on
It's
YouTube.
some young
Go to that
people.
video right
It's
now on
young
YouTube
people,
and look
bro.
in the comments.
You can't even be mad. They ain't even
But
see.
yeah.
They ain't see Michael Jackson.
But honestly, those are young boy fans. Like, I expect
He
them
got
to
a
like
cult.
that. Yeah, for sure.
I can't even cap. Like he on a pace where like far as like how the young generation think about him, it's almost like on some Kanye shit with how much like where he at on the pedestal, not just as a rapper, but just like
Yeah.
as a figure.
Birdman
like,
said it best.
And he a snitch, man.
He said he gonna be the next big thing.
who,
He did say
Birdman,
that.
young boy.
Yeah.
Birdman, yeah, young boy.
I
But
mean,
look at
he
his- look
already is big.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
pretty
YouTube,
He's
bro,
young.
he-
How
like,
old
he-
is he?
I don't know. He like
I don't even think he
early
21.
20.
he
I don't
young.
know.
From what I heard from him, he can rap. Like, I'm not saying he can't rap, and I haven't listened to enough of his music. I haven't listened to enough of his music to make a fair
Yeah.
critique, to be honest.
You just need
But
one song.
I just know Cole, one of the greatest to ever touch a mic. So
Ever.
I think we'll know once he get older and he kind of transition out of like the street rap and kind of.
That'll be cool to
If
see.
he can get in his like 21
That'd
Savage
be
bag
cool
a
to
little
see.
bit. that
Or
would-
like
21 got better every
Jay-Z.
year.
Exactly.
turn into like a Jay-Z, like a
Exactly.
mogul.
Yeah.
We avoid the question though. What's our expectations for this Kendrick album?
He got to show me. I don't have no expectations, right?
You got none
That's
for Kendrick?
good.
I have none.
That's
He
good.
got to show me.
Nah, do him like you be doing Drake. I don't want to hear that.
I'm gonna elaborate. I like the fact that Kendrick, none of his albums sound the same.
Yeah.
Every time he
Yeah.
makes an album, he's experimenting. He's trying new sounds. He's playing with his voice, whether you like it or not. Like loyalty, but he's trying new things, and I appreciate that from an artist like that's trying to push the boundaries and find new ways to express herself.
All right.
He good. Me, I think the album. I can't really say how it's gonna sound or anything, but I'm just excited to listen to it and kind of see where it takes my mind and like just think about his lyrics and stuff. Cause a lot of that, like I said, I listen to a lot of trap. It's just like it ain't no substance behind it, but I actually get to like listen and try to understand, and I go on YouTube and see what other people saying or what they think it meant. How like I didn't even know about listening to the album in reverse until like somebody told me about it. It's like stuff like that would be like, yeah, this is exciting. It's different.
It's
So I
thought
can't.
provoking.
Yeah, that's a perfect word for it. Your vocabulary been pretty good, man.
Bro, I've been reading.
Bro, the man got a suit on, bro.
Exactly.
Stop
What you
playing with
expect
him.
They ain't
Stop
got
playing
nothing
with
to do
that
with
man.
it. They ain't got nothing
My
to do
expectations
prestigious.
though, we waited 5 years. I need a 5-star album.
You gonna get a 5-star.
I need a 5-star
five
album.
star.
I'm talking no skips. You know what I'm saying? I want no skips. If he got a feature, I want good features. I want bars. I know I'm gonna get bars. But you know what I'm saying? Not for real though. I really want a good album. I want something like, you know what I'm saying, Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying? And not like damn.
Man,
I think I was gonna ask if we had time for one more question. I wanted to ask y'all something.
Okay, we can make it quick. Yeah.
Is he here?
Yeah.
We can make it quick.
Oh shit. Well,
Go ahead, real
where's
quick.
he
Go
at?
ahead, make it real quick.
Oh, I was gonna ask y'all, how do y'all judge? Like, y'all always joke about how I critique Drake's albums. So I just want to know, how do y'all, when y'all listen to like let's just use Drake for example, because since he's like one of the greatest of all time, do y'all not judge his work differently than?
Yeah, I hold them to a higher standard, but it's all to me. Like, you can't judge an album like off one listen. It's how it ages. So
Oh
like,
yeah, people bad about that.
Yeah, like
People
the first day it come out, it's trash. But like if I hear it and then if it don't age well with me, like 3 months later, a year later, like if I ain't still listen to it, then it wasn't that good to me.
Okay.
So I don't know about y'all. So
it's all about aging for real. And it could be like, I'll hear songs like what Scorpion. I don't think that's a
side B, I like side B.
great album for real, but he got a few songs on there I rock with, and I just respect them songs that's on there.
That B side.
That's my I don't really listen to side. I listen to side B.
What's the joint called? More Than Life? More Life?
More Life.
No.
Yeah, I don't ever.
The song on Scorpion.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Only crying I do is crying from laughing about it.
Oh, with Aaliyah at
Only
the
lacking
end.
I can do is my lack of responses. I'm tripping right now.
That jump with Aaliyah at the end.
Yeah.
I know this. I forgot.
Is there more? It's something like more.
Is it more? That's
Is it
what it's
more?
called. Is it
He's
more? He went off on that.
Songs like that, like I appreciate, but as far as the album as a whole, like I just be like, it's Drake. You know?
Real quick, Ken, what about you?
I just go through the album and like take out the songs I don't like, and then I like give it like a rating out of, all right, it's 12 out of, 12 out of 14 or 6.
How long do you have to sit with it though? Before you?
It depends on who the artist is. It depends on like
Cole.
I'm gonna give it like multiple chances, and I'm gonna go back and listen to the old songs again. But if it's an artist like
21.
Like 21, I'm gonna listen to it at one time, and the songs that I like, I'm just gonna rock with those. And then if somebody else played one that I didn't listen to again, that's gonna be my second time listening to it. And if I like it that time, then I might go back and look at older songs. I was one of those, like that y'all said about aging, people bad about that. I used to be like that, and then hanging around my friends more and listening to like some of the songs, I'm like, oh, the shit that was on the album, let me go back and spin this again. So I've been a lot better about listening to songs and not just waiting on the album to drop and just going like spamming it like Jordan do.
Like sometimes like a different setting can make a song.
Yeah. Sometimes like you'll play a song and I heard it before, but I'm like, bro, that's actually pretty good. Like St. Trumpets, like
yeah, for sure. Like you said, different environment. All right, sometimes I believe your mood sometimes too. Like say if you've been having like a upbeat, you've been riled up all day, and like let's say Drake's side B came out, you all hype, you not knowing how this album about to come out and sound, and you listening to it, it's like you listening to like Jaded after you just been like getting drunk and hyping shit.
Jaded is so good, bro.
Nah, it is. That shit fire. But like I think your mood affects it. So some artists definitely deserve like a couple of listens with that album. But
for sure. Yeah, because you can re-fall in love with the album. Like, I do that all the time with Force Hill Drive. Like, I'll go a little bit without listening to it, and I go back, and I'm like, damn, that was good.
Yeah. All right. I never did that with Damn, though. But, hey, listen to this For the City podcast, man.
Damn live.
For the City podcast, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. And check out our next video. All right.
Man, you make me sick.